And, yeah. Kill the music, because we're ready for game day, baby. We are ready for game day. We're gonna go have fun against the Packers, which seems like their three biggest threats are all on defense. Interesting.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see DeAndre Swift. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Vikings and the Packers, and it's all up next.
Also, I'm hoping I get rid of this goddamn headache, because I have a fucking massive headache. Oh, God. Which, of course, happened right as I started.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers.
I have some fun.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings.
I remember our last game wasn't that great through the air. We were having some issues. We were struggling.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in.
We'll see how it works. Game? I'm about to say, what the fuck we doing here? Oh, great.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison.
Because Green Bay went right down the field on this.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go.
Because we're over here all confused and shit. I can't see.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
The competition comes up in so many different
ways. The
receivers
right
now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
He's airing it out for Williams. Wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Mike Williams.
He's going to leave him open.
Touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league. Second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that.
He recognized something. What it was, I have no clue. Somehow our kicker
back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the 1st down.
Somehow our kicker missed.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Oh, fighting off the defender.
Good job,
Swift.
Swift.
Able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. He's to the 15. Touchdown! Mike Evans with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just
no
so
one even tried to
explosive.
stop
they
this
lead
man?
the league in scoring.
Wow.
And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often...
Wham, why aren't we going for 2?
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. But following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
Why the fuck didn't we not go for 2 there? I guess because the game gave us the ball back here. I guess that's why we didn't go for 2. That makes a goddamn sense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Shit. I thought he was cutting across all the way.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
You watched my gettings
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, that's... I don't get Madden. I don't get it sometimes.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They're not covering people. People that they should be covering. They ain't covering. It makes no sense.
Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Was his toesies in?
I
don't think they were.
11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings
Might
have
have
moved out in front. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball?
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
The previous players on the
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
What the fuck? Every time.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review. So they got it right.
I got no clue. I was looking at the sideline. You could at least gave me a cheerleader to look at. You could have give me some ass to look at. I just saying, like, you could have gave me something to look at.
Run through Swift to start the drive.
Come on,
and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here.
Wide the fuck open. No one wants to cover Williams.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go to the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Being a responsible fucking man and doing things.
And you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
He's airing it out for Williams.
They finally covered.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally covered.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, spinning away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to
Question
know
is,
that on third
James
down,
join us
they would
tonight?
be looking his way, and they did
I'm saying no.
for big yardage and a first down.
I'll always hold out
I think
hope.
the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him,
Always
anything
hold
to keep
that
the ball
hope.
out of his hands.
God
On
damn,
first and 10, it's Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this
man
first
has come
half
through
as
the
they'll
line
stop him behind
every
the
time.
line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oop. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Mike Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and
Boop,
really
boop,
bunch
bitch.
them up, and we have a tight game here.
Boop, boop.
You know, we all...
He threw his league-best 35th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive, and they'll start here on first and 10.
I know when I started playing this, I said I wasn't going to put any of this up on YouTube. I might start putting them up on YouTube. Thinking about it.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Runs through the contact. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Especially since we're actually having fun with it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
All right, we're going to try to hit
second and 5.
Jefferson. All right, I missed Jefferson, but I hit fucking
How did he stay on his feet? And he is out of bounds.
Missed the guy I wanted, hit another guy.
Inside the 30.
I'll take it.
Catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I'll take it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. Down at the 25.
The passing
Could be
game's been
another one
working
of
quite
them
well so
major
far, but the
fucking
running game's been a
high-scoring
little bit of a
games just
struggle.
to
That's a surprise to me. Typically, when
stay
you
in
can
it.
throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 25, here's second and 6.
Green Bay is not wanting to
Once again,
ease
it's
up on
Swift.
us.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh,
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not
oh,
a
he
good
should.
throw there, and it'll be second
God,
down.
that was a mistake.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Okay, bye.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2 of them.
Now, meanwhile, a
After
pass
2 of them
that
now.
should have
Holy
been
crap.
intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We're going for this?
Way to frustrate a quarterback.
4th and 2.
Extra defenders on the field.
And we got the lead.
Lots of speed. No space to fit into football.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Seems like they cannot defend against it in this game.
With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Back corner of the end zone.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
Years. I don't know if it's me or just the running back, but we're going to try to get it.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift.
He
is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Stop
and that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half.
This
Good
man
pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
That's how they constructed their offensive line.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late.
3 now.
That might be PI.
3 bad passes. What the fuck am I doing? Thank you.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle.
On that, but
he got caught in between and created a foul.
A nice little juke. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, Swift gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
What the fuck are we doing,
slowly
man?
but surely now starting to pull
now
away
we're gonna
a
go
little
for
bit.
2.
Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned
none of this
slowly
making
but
sense.
surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2.
None of
they
this
don't
fucking
get
makes
it.
sense.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point? Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles.
Should have went for 2 on our 2nd touchdown. Not when we're up damn near 20. Like, that don't make no sense. don't know who calling the goddamn plays. But that motherfucker.
They'll start on
Don't
the
make no
ground here
sense.
on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
We'll stay in the same formation and run it the way they want.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him.
Now they don't know if
why
I'm
not
going to run
go
it,
back
throw
to
it.
him?
They
He
ain't
has
got no
something
clue what the
going
fuck's
really
going to happen.
well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
19. Green 19.
2nd and 2. Flushed out right.
Shit.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings.
That's falling apart, man.
Mike Williams, 47 yards. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an...
Coach, if you would like, you can go ahead and put someone else out there.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing.
We had a chance in yesterday's
He's hoping to keep it
stream
going
that
here
we
in the
could
3rd
have broke
quarter.
the most passing yards
Just a
in a
yard
single
on the
game.
first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We could probably do it in
sometimes you
this
just have to
game.
give credit to the defense. Great
James
job
told me
there
no.
at the point of attack, holding
That's
up.
why I did.
They won
Should
their
I do
battles
it
at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to
this
try
stream
and
if
run.
we get a
really
good
nice
opportunity
job swarming
of it?
to the ball carrier.
Should I do it? Should I try to throw for 600 yards?
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
I only need
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Should we go for 600? That's the question.
They're going to look to throw.
Again?
It out for Williams.
Again?
Now the defense
I've
loses
beat you
him. It's
3
complete.
times on this play. When are you going to cover it?
Touchdown. Mike Williams, 77 yards.
How the fuck you going to cover that play?
And the Vikings get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record.
And out now come the Vikings. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down.
Need 518 to even get on the list of
but they can't be so aggressive as to
QBs
give up
to
their
do
edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Airing this one out for Evans, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's...
And the football going back to the Vikings offense. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Air built up in me today. Holy crap.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Packer pressure,
they got me.
And down he goes. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down.
Finally fucking
now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Oh, wide open, complete, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
They'll run right here with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Coach, we need some passing
Officially, it's a
plays,
1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively,
they're
something we
doing
might
the
see
run
more
stop.
of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they're up and down the field longer than you expect.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Just
a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
Roughing the
This is
passer.
caught inside the 15. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
We'll decline it.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
528 passing yards. We're now on the list. 500 fucking plus.
And now out
Can we get
comes
the ball 3
Minnesota.
minutes left?
And it's all but certain that this win
I'm
streak
going
is going
for
to
it.
extend another
I don't
week.
care.
Just another tremendous.
Coach will not let me go for it. Fuck you, Coach. We're going for it. 600's all we need, Coach.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this off to Swift. That's some strong running. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Oi, I did not even see the blitz coming.
He's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
All right.
The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as
Not
they
see that
sack him
coming.
for a loss of 6.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2 minutes left.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Back to throw now on first down.
I think 577 is the record.
It's Williams.
Which now we have 581, so
before getting
we
this
should have it.
inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
We had to hit 600 with that one, right?
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
Oh, my God. I might have to change the difficulty on this. I don't know what they fucking did, but their update yesterday just to change something in this goddamn game, and I am destroying every fucking team we play. I don't even understand. No, I don't want to use my skill point because it's only one. I need multiples. Fucking Christ, man.
Anyone getting on the sticks tonight?
Stats.
Yeah, I'm game, dude. Let's do it.
Records. Game. There you go. 609.
Who's up for some victory
Beating
tacos?
Mahomes.
I'm always ready for victory tacos, baby.
That's our next goal. 85,478 passing yards in a single season.
Hey, let's keep building momentum now.
That one might not happen. But I don't know. We're at 3,300 right now.
This is
so
how we do
maybe.
it, boys. Let's get it again next week.
I think team's having a little too much fun. I think the team having a little too much fun. Sure. Sure. game night. Yeah. Stamina. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do like me some peace and quiet. And we're going to go play the 4-4 Seahawks. It has, I guess, 3 threats. 2 of them are receivers and they're running. They're running back. The old halfback. See how this game goes.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the Vikings leader at quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Vikings and the Seahawks, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
At least in the 50s.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt.
We should be able to beat that.
So here come the Vikings with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the...
Come on. Thank you. We're going to start on the 9. Huh? Start on the 9.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 92 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he gets this up to the 24-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The run game is going to work this game. We'll just run the fucking ball.
Now a give right side.
Run it down their fucking throat.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Oh, God.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You talk about this Seahawk defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Why are we shook for no reason?
Out of the gun now on third down.
Okay.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me.
It's fine.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there?
There he goes, left side. Still going. Mike Williams, touchdown, Vikings. Mike Williams, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct.
I just thought
because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Damn.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with
a we really gotta stop fucking starting, you know, on the 5 and the fucking 2s and the 6s. We gotta get the fucking ball.
They'll start on the ground with Madison.
Downfield a little bit more, guys.
And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Back to throw here.
I don't like this. I don't like any of it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Oh, Lord.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
We're having a hell of a time
Mike
throwing
Williams,
the
the intended target. And now it's
one of those games.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
Picking
there are 32
targets.
teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this
were
game.
you
I kept
running,
asking
man?
myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
he'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a handoff to Swift. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
They go play action here on first down.
Yeah.
Sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Not a single one.
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Come on, man.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Broken tackle. Oh, another great move. And he will fight
his way into the end zone for a
I
touchdown.
don't even have to do anything.
DeAndre Swift, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they barked. Comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes.
130 yards is what we need.
He's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
No.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up
sorry for being on the goal.
That's some good closing
Yeah,
speed
you
there
do that,
defensively, because
James.
that
You
looked
be
open
sorry.
for a minute.
How
That's
dare
great
you?
work with the ball in the air.
How
Never gave
dare
up.
you
Converged
be
on his man and broke the play up.
From the gun, here's Swift.
How dare
Not much
you?
to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal.
We get the James back.
All of them.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
Challenging the call on the field, you motherfucker.
Did he keep those feet in
I don't know.
bounds?
Look at his feet.
That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
He had a foot down when he caught the ball, then he took another step, so that's 2 feet in my opinion.
Which could complicate things, but
2 feet
even
in.
with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Suck my
Lines
dick.
up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
Suck my dick. I believe he had 2 feet in. Can I not see like replays? Hoopy. I wanted to see the replay.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Yeah.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Derek Cole in there that time to get him to the turf.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense
James,
today.
since you're taking a break and you're hanging out,
you play a good zone defense behind
everything's
them,
done and taken care of tonight. We'll be doing some Elden Ring if you want to join in.
2nd and 15.
If everything is done and you're good.
His throw
I cannot hit
incomplete.
a fucking...
Certainly looked
I
like
can't hit
someone
no
was
one.
very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation.
I can't
there.
hit no one.
That one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He shook as a motherfucker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Please. Thank you,
That's
Jefferson.
complete to Justin Jefferson.
Thank
And he
you.
will have a Vikings
Someone
first
got
down as they're
goddamn hands
able
on
to
this.
get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 61 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner.
Catch
Running
doesn't
game
count.
helping
It's 2
out,
feet
picking up
after.
some of the
Yeah, I
slack.
know.
Because remember the last drive, they
Like
went
I
3
said,
and
in
out.
my opinion, foot on the ground when he catches a foot in. That's not the rule. I know.
They'll look to throw here.
He's open. Jesus Christ, they have so much closing speed.
Incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about.
Motherfuckers are closing in on my goddamn guys like they got fucking jets in their ass.
And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Made it.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly
Touching
opens
me,
up some avenues
bitch.
for their offense. And if he can stay
kiss you after the
break
game.
off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Yeah.
Flush to his right.
Nope. He's trying to throw it across my body. That's not a good thing.
And he goes down.
That's not a good thing.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket.
And pressure coming, and they got him
51,
once again.
man. You gotta hit
That's
your
Zach
blocks.
Pickens in there to finish that play off.
You gotta hit your
From the
blocks.
bottom in statistics, that's usually
Bro,
not good
come on.
in this league. And this team won from the bottom in sacks.
We're fucking struggling because I can't fucking throw the ball in this game.
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job
Food
by
would be
the
good.
big fellas
I haven't
up
eaten
front.
yet today either.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red
I
zone
should
here for
probably get
first
some
and
food,
10.
but I'll just wait until after the stream and then get some food.
Back to throw.
I wasn't even looking at the pocket.
He's sacked.
Was not even looking.
It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
Gets by him at the 25. Down he goes at the 23. A pickup
we
of
have
4.
a workable third.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
They'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And
Up the middle, up the middle.
Opportunity.
It took way too long to cut
This
up.
one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Got that? Excuse me?
DeAndre Swift with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts.
Down.
Have that good feeling as the game moves up.
Wow, they ain't even fucking reviewing
Now
it.
we
They were
get a
just like,
peek at the
nah,
captain of
that's
this
good.
offense heading
That's
back
good.
out there. They've got the lead. He's a big
It's
reason
good.
why. Looking sharp so far.
Here we go again. We're on the fucking 9. Our team refuses to fucking catch the ball.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being.
He's got a man complete. Look at the big man rumble, powering his way forward and down to the 7-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
All right.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They come up on second and long. Pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll set up a throw.
Not faithful enough.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively.
We have 5 seconds on the clock. I guess we're going to kick it.
There. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back.
That's what I would have done too.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row.
Unless we did kick and we just fucking missed.
They'll start on the ground
Our
here.
kicker's already missed one, so it makes sense.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And this will be a Vikings first down as good running gets him to about the 44. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
Nice.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I somehow squeezed that in.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
You got it.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to
hopefully all your stuff works,
on
James.
3rd and 9. Looking to throw.
Hopefully it all works, man.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play putting his body.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 15 yards. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well executed. Scrambled up the goddamn middle.
Remember, he got loose on the previous drive, capped it off with a nice touchdown run. And now starting again.
Closing in on the 4,000 yards that we picked for our goal for the season. Yeah, on the half-a-yard line. What in the hell is this team doing?
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt.
How you do this to me, man?
This never happens, so great call.
What the fuck?
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
That's the good one. They keep stopping.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Why am I throwing it over there?
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Too much is happening.
Whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will.
6 fucking sacks.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well.
Runs seem like they're working, so just keep doing that.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only
everything
get back to the line of
where I can't do nothing.
2nd and 10 coming up.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
They'll drop to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Your 3rd fucking injury this season.
Mike Evans, he's in some discomfort. So we're going to stop play here as they pay attention to him. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Swift going to try up the middle.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Worried to throw him the ball every fucking time because he's going to get
is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Go. Come on.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air, escaping the pressure right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not a big blowout.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That's why I haven't really changed the difficulty.
Back
I
now
know
in
as soon as I change
Washington.
the difficulty, we're going to have fucking teams that are
Vikings
just
in
going to
possession of the
destroy us.
football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
I just think this season we have a easy fucking schedule.
As he takes
play
it from
anyone.
the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
One piece is pretty cheap, I know, right? Only $4,200. I don't know why Luffy's going for it. Shit's cheap as fuck.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Shakes off the sack. Forced out to his left.
God
and he'll
damn
be
it.
brought down right on the edge
I
of the
wanted him
goal
to
line
collide
about
so I
the
could
1-yard
just step
line.
over him.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
A great open field tackle is going to stop
Stiff arm
him
a
shy of the
motherfucker.
goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone.
Stiff arm a motherfucker.
And now out comes Minnesota.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big
What the hell?
blockers in some discomfort.
Why got so quiet?
Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Thank you for
A good chance now to put
resubbing
this
there,
game
Mr.
on
Travis.
ice. This is
46
1st and
months.
goal.
You didn't realize it ran out until you got an ad. Ha! Get fucked. Ad. Ooh, yeah. Give me the
They're gonna
pennies.
look to throw.
There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
Okay.
A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Hope that ad watched earned you all the pennies. All the pennies. A very shiny penny.
Minnesota's offense takes over
7
possession.
passes.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're
Coach,
over on the bench
I gotta
right
get
now,
7
you're
passes.
shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging
7.
him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big
7.
performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync,
I want
weren't
these
they?
points. I wanna get
3-step
better.
drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
2.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to
Give me the
it.
count so
50
we can have
catches
all
for
of
him
the,
now
the
on
nice
the year, and
noises
he's got
happening.
a 1st down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against
3.
conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game.
I have to remember
and trusting this quarterback,
the way I used to play
I think
this
you continue
game.
to do so.
The passing
It was
game
always a quick
continues to be
passer.
their friend, even with a
Always
stable
like a
lead here in the
2-step,
4th,
3-step
Charles. They're
drop,
going
and then
back to
the ball
that
was
well.
gone.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes.
Yeah.
Who can blame them?
Here I go. I got to go.
Still on his feet.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a
There was
season.
a penny in the
Takes
end
a
zone, and
special set of
I'm a cheap
circumstances
bitch,
for it
and
to
I want
happen.
that
And of
motherfucker.
course, a special player.
Throw left side, taken in by
That
Jefferson.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And between the
We ain't
last
getting
2
7.
plays,
I
they
made it
moved
down the
over
field
half
too
the
quick.
length of the football field. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now back to throw.
5.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Too quick down the field.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Too good. Too quick.
T.J. Hawkinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Vikings are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
All right, Coach, what do you suggest? Run up the middle? Do you think they're going to take a timeout?
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest.
They're pretty fucking good, I guess. I still don't see, like, really that many tough games going forward, which I don't know. We might have the perfect fucking season. I figured Green Bay was going to be a hard fucking 2 games, and we kind of blew them the fuck out. I don't remember all the fucking the other games. We can go check our schedule in a moment. We're under pressure a lot more towards the end of the season, so give ourselves some more speed and agility and shit. Alright. Come on, thank you. Schedule. This is what I'm looking for. Team schedule. Yes. We only have the Rams and the fucking Eagles basically left on the season. We don't have like anyone that we're fucking playing. Wow. It's still going to be a tough game. They did score 35 on us. Still going to be a tough one.
It's week 11 of the NFL.
As tough as I was expecting.
And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. Big plays follow him around. He comes in second in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Vikings and the Packers. All that and more coming up next.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out.
Right, just starting the game by throwing.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talked with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Yesterday we played like shit. We weren't running around that
scramble, a first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Snap that shit.
Here's
up
Swift.
the middle. He gone.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. DeAndre Swift with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want to repeat of their first drive.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense.
The last time you tried to donate, there was an issue with
they had a touchdown on their
stream
opening drive,
elements.
and now
They were updating their systems and whatnot.
This offense is moving
Times
the ball
before
well,
that, I don't know what the issues were.
But
that's been fixed.
Right at the 40. They go right back
They've
to
updated
him
their
for
systems
20
and
first.
whatnot.
Now, how about this throw right
So
here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct.
Thanks
on
for
this one.
the
Ball's got to be right where it
resub
needs to
there
be,
for
and
working
it
much,
was.
Mr. James.
That's because he had great arm
Thank you.
strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Yeah.
Now this throw caught left side. A big play there for
They were updating all of their stuff. I don't know what they
51
did.
yards. Now we know
I know
this
they
offense
updated
has the
everything.
potential to strike quickly, and
Seems
they just
like,
bit off 2 huge plays on
With their
back-to-back
updates, I have to
snaps.
change
So on the other side
audio
of the ball,
settings,
you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind.
which
no
is fine.
pointing fingers, no accusations.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 13th. So here are the Vikings to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but
I mean,
it's right
like,
on the money on the right sideline. A really good route.
Far away is
Moving the
about the only
defenders
thing
towards
that
the
you
middle
have to
of the field
correct there.
before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
It's this
Kenny
man
Clark,
again.
able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle
He's
spot.
in my ass
And
again.
no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every
you
single
guys didn't.
play.
You
When you
allowed him
decide
to
to
hit
throw
me.
the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all
knew as
back
soon as I
in
threw
one
it, it
play.
wasn't being
But
caught.
sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
About running. See if
No
running's
points
working
last
now.
time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember.
Let's see if we can get the run game to work again. The entire drive, I think we fucking threw
They'll
it.
start
So.
on the ground here on 1st down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield.
I don't even know what the fuck's happening. Too much
This
gas.
is Swift on the counter. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
2nd and 11. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that first down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in it.
I mean, like,
look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
if you can figure it
So
out
into
and get
Packer
the
territory
fucking,
now. Here's 1st and 10 at the
placement shit to
39-yard
work,
line.
we could just pick up the fucking base and move it somewhere. Or just rebuild the whole fucking base in another area.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure
So we just can't
got
build
to him
next
as
to
he
the fucking
released
trader.
it.
It's fine.
And it's 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing
I'm
an
perfectly
incompletion.
fine with
Now they've got to continue to ratchet
literally
up the
just
intensity
going
a
in
couple
and
more times
moving
and
the
get off
entire
field
base.
before giving up any more yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is caught inside the 5.
I'm fine with it.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They give him a gain of 37.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mike Williams, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Vikings go up. He's been sensational all year. He threw touchdown pass number 45 the last time they had it. We'll see if he can build on that number here. It's first.
Not sure the reason why the FBI raided him, but that's interesting. Huh. Well, I wonder what's going on over there. Ooh.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's 2nd and 8. Middle of the field to Jefferson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Bad involves children. Oh, God. That's never a good fucking thing.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
They're looking
for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
No, not the pick.
Picked off by Jair Alexander, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
6 fucking interceptions.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
This now a much closer game. Can't afford any more mistakes like he had on the last drive.
Oh. I mean, like, I guess I have to make the game interesting myself by throwing picks, right? No fucking team's keeping up with us for some reason.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly?
May need to transfer
the guys in
to
front
another
of him
team.
had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
On 2nd
He's just
down,
as terrible.
and he'll find some space up to about the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That ball nearly intercepted,
as bad
but
as
he could not
is.
hang on. Oh, pick there.
It
Certainly
hasn't
would
had
have been
like horrible
nice.
shit
Instead, at least
him.
it'll be 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd
Would you
down.
consider becoming a Canadian football fan?
Out come the Vikings.
Because I don't think there's a single team in the NFL that doesn't have some horrible shit in their background.
What do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better.
Probably nothing
I think they'll try and help them
near
out
as
more.
horrible
They'll
as
keep a tight
anything
end in
with
a few more
children,
times,
but
and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass
racism.
rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first
probably
half.
sexism.
2nd and 6.
Probably
just
a lot of
inside
horrible
the
shit
30.
in most NFL teams.
Now they'll change things
At least,
up.
you know, in the ownerships of them.
Now a carry for Swift. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
It's not
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Hopefully.
And now out comes Minnesota. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
All right, Green Bay's wanting to play. Let's fucking play. Let's play, Green Bay. Let's see what you fucking actually have on defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Dancing to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down,
ain't worked the last fucking 2 drives.
I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down.
Yeah,
and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Just a little.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Escaping the pressure right.
They just gave that one.
End zone, touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the
gave
pocket.
it to him,
You
so
got to know the right time to shoot.
He had the touchdown run on the previous drive, his 5th on the year, and they start here with a 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 112 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll run here with Swift. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Throwing across middle works, but running.
Complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a toss play right to Swift.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Okie dokie.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Just got laid the fuck out.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Mike Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
143 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And
carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for...
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter.
Wow, you got an interception? You go, defense. You go. Holy crap. You got it in a good spot, too. What in the hell?
They'll run the toss to Swift. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. DeAndre Swift, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead.
And now out comes Minnesota. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left to...
I do not know why the jet sweep's going to Evans.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
I guess that's why.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown,
I guess that's
Minnesota. Mike Evans, 27 yards. And the Vikings have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter.
That's cool.
And the Vikings now heading on to the field. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he won't quite make it.
Damn it.
He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3.
Here we go.
They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 182 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles.
Why are we still
the fourth
running the
quarter.
ball?
This is when coaches
Just
that have a
take fucking
reliable
easy.
running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love
None
the
of this is
idea that they
making
can take
sense.
the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Taken down at the 42. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
None of that made fucking sense. We could have took 2 knees and been done with
But
this.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest.
Hey, we get to go play the Bears now. We get to go play the Bears. It's a quick week, so it's probably a Thursday night game. Oh, excuse me. Definitely get that throw under pressure up. Definitely want that up. Put in more and more pressure. Going for 4,014 yards. 55. That's what I thought it was. Thought it was 55. We're currently here on the list with 47. Oh, look at that. We have the passing touchdowns for a single game. Twice. 8 and 10. We're not going to have any of those, but we're getting there. Putting our name up on the fucking board of some of the greats. Some of the greats. Alright, before we do the Bears here, I will be right back, guys. So don't go nowhere, or do. I don't care. I'll be right back. right. Let's go play the Bears. Let's go play the Bears.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Vikings and the Bears under the lights on Thursday night.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL. What's the deal?
I've only ran in 5 touchdowns this year. Oh. Oh. All right. Only ran in 5.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Sheds off the tackle, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue?
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This now a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down.
What a way to start.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. Mike Williams with touchdown number 20 on the year.
We ain't doing
and the
that shit.
Vikings are able to strike quickly here as
You are
they
not
are
getting
in
that
for
lead on me.
6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get
You guys are not taking
Out is
a
their
touchdown lead
quarterback
on
with
me.
this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown
No, sir.
pass. Looks like they'll move things around here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So Charles,
not
you talk
letting
about
me
this
get set.
offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense too, really, but they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do
They're
see
not letting me get set
Under
it off.
pressure, and down he goes. A A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally. There he goes, left side. Fights through him, and they can't bring him down. The solid stiff arm. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal.
Swift will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
DeAndre Swift. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
What the hell? Okay. Now this game's going to start tabbing out on me.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Timeout. OBS crashed on this computer. Hold on. Come on. Jesus Christ, OBS. It does not take that fucking long, but
Their arm. Throw the football. Feel good about things. Keep things moving in the right direction.
There we
right
go.
now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
another close game.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
I think my line's just starting to get too tired. I think that's what it is. We had that early bye week, and it's kind of shit to have those.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I always hate early bye weeks.
Back to the line now.
They'll run the draw here with Swift.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play.
Well, your ass is as wide as your shoulders.
Take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to stretch out their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished.
He had the touchdown run last time they had it. Number 6 for him on the year as they begin with the first down.
I believe that's what we did.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting better over the fucking
Getting had a ton
season.
of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 2. Shoves him aside. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Swift. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And able to work his way down to the 16. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Going to be a good call. Probably not.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Only a yard that time. 2nd and
500
goal.
fucking rushing yards already? Wow, I didn't even start running until
dry up near the goal line.
What,
That's a good job defensively
3 games
to
ago?
diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Steps away.
Oh, I couldn't fucking break the tackle.
Go down. Back at the 11-yard
got me.
line. The
Big man got me.
good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DeAndre Swift. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field.
Running game
They
has
go
been
play action
definitely
here on first
working.
down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
7 for
23 yards the pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
Oh, he just ran right through that motherfucker.
There he goes.
He's
now he's
gone.
loose down the left sideline. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Vikings. DeAndre Swift. 69 yards. And the Vikings had 6.
A 69-yard run, man. What the fuck?
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass.
God damn.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
I was afraid I was actually ahead of the line of scrimmage
easy
there.
drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to...
I guess I didn't. Guess I was behind it.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10.
At least that's now the goal.
They'll
not
start
even
on the ground with
fucker.
Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
This is the Bears defense you're used to. Giving up 40 fucking points.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the Bears had Bears used to have a really good
37 yards
defense.
on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's going on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this
Shit ain't gonna
game,
happen probably
they've been
for a while,
satisfied with what he's given them.
used to have them.
Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
I kind of want to go to like a really shitty team after my shit's up
Right
with Minnesota.
back to Swift again on 2nd down.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what'll be a 3rd and 4.
The Bears or the Lions.
His carries
or
tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
maybe the Raiders.
I would agree with that.
I don't know if the Raiders are
Understandable
actually
every
that
now
shit
and
since
then.
they
Sometimes
moved.
you come back and you fake it
Been
to him
pretty
and go play
decent.
action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another
Been like a
carry.
top 15 team
And he
since
won't
they
get
moved.
close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Why are we going for this?
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out
Why
and go
are we
for it
doing
on
this?
4th and 3. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
I don't understand.
Convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake.
I don't think the Bears are going to be I don't think the Bears are going to be doing that great the rest of the season.
Over once again.
You might get a decent defensive coordinator. Might be lucky. You might get one. I don't know if there's any like top tier coordinators that aren't already signed right now.
Only for a couple here. Second down.
Well,
could be one of them that are just like
there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the
no one knows of.
They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Might have a diamond in the rough somewhere.
Swift again on second down. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7.
What hasn't
Here it's 3rd and 2.
What hasn't happened to the Bears?
He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They're going to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On first down, nothing opening.
I don't even
really
know
on the running
any
play.
of
Give him maybe a yard,
the coaches
and it'll be
for the
second
Bears.
Down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line.
I don't know
a lot of bodies,
who's their head
not
coach,
much space. I think
who's their
ultimately
defensive
he was
coordinator,
fortunate to
who
get
the fuck their
anything out of that
offensive
run.
coordinator is, whether it is the head coach or not. I don't even know what the fuck the Bears have this year.
There's a nice move, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
No, not my best receiver.
On that last run, it looks like we have a
No.
player who's shaken up. The medical staff will attend
Come back,
to him,
Williams.
and we will step aside.
You're the only reason Jefferson's open. Come back.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
No, he don't.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
170 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
James's
and he gets
favorite
it
game.
inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well,
People
we're
trying
beyond
to
the
kill
tone
everyone.
setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Here's Swift.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer
Yeah,
here
I still
for a
have no
2nd
clue who
and
the
goal.
fuck that head
Hat
coach
tip
is.
to that offensive
Has he been the
line.
head
They're
coach for a
clearing some
while?
holes,
Like,
even down here deep in the
I
red
assume.
zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
it's like a
On
Bears thing,
second
dude.
down,
Just
Swift. And he will push his
Yeah,
way
we have a
forward
coach.
down to about
Who
the
cares?
3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because
offense coordinator.
he actually handed it off.
Was the
I thought
Packers
with the 2
offensive
touchdown
coordinator?
passes he's thrown in this one already,
That dude's
he'd
a
go ahead and
fucking
fling
joke.
and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd
Like,
down, I think he'd probably throw it
a
here.
joke.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
He's year 2 form. Yeah, I remember fucking Nagy or whatever his name was. I remember him. He made some horrible fucking play calls.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount.
Any quarterback allowed to call plays at the line has a huge advantage. Only if the quarterback knows how to read fucking defenses. If the QB don't know how to read a defense, then he could call the wrong fucking play, man. Shall we view the playoff picture? Who winning this bitch? If it was to end right now, me and the Bengals would have our first round bye. We have the Giants and the Chargers. Is that the Rams? I think it's the Rams. I don't fucking know. I don't know their damn logo. You got the Niners and the Seahawks. You got the Falcons and the Eagles. The Jets and the Dolphins. I don't fucking see that. I don't see the Jets. No. Nope. Raiders and Ravens. Texans and the Steelers. If it was to end right now. Not bad. We still got a couple weeks to go, though. Couple weeks to go. We're gonna go play the Colts, which somehow is an 83 overall team. Interesting.
It's week 13 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. Always staying busy. He's your league leader in receiving
Texas and USC is your favorite football game. You're slightly biased because you're a Texas fan, but it's a great game. I don't have a favorite game.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers,
every game that I watch is pretty decent.
And maybe that's even selling him a
There's
little
games
bit
that are
short.
just horribly
He's the
blown
NFL
out.
leader
There's
in
games that are
touchdown passes
fucking
to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys
crap.
playing at a very high level.
I don't really have a game that I'm like, yeah,
On first and 10,
that was it.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
James thinks he could be an awesome coach.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Looking upfield to see who's getting open.
Team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Like my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively.
I've never played football.
How did you lose him in the middle of the field?
Never.
If you're going to lose a receiver,
other than like
sure
fucking bullshit in the backyard
side of things, not deep downfield that can hurt your defense.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Colt defense.
They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll look to throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted.
I needed him to cut
Took
sooner
a
than he
chance
did.
with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Needed him to cut sooner. Whatever.
And now out comes Minnesota. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figure.
Great. Fucking great, man. Why does my team keep doing this? Why the fuck do we keep getting the ball on the goddamn 1?
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And this is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's try to fucking goal line fade this shit out of
They'll
here.
throw again from their own end zone. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Yeah, I just cannot get.
Got to be careful here.
Anyone.
Backed up this deep on 3rd down.
Thank you, fine.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Out of
I don't
reach.
care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up.
That's Madden for you.
But I always remember that when we go to practices,
At least this fucking
we see
year's
that
Madden.
after practices as well. They really tune it
They're
up,
a
don't
perfect
they?
fucking pass, and it's fucking 10 feet
situations. First
in
down.
front of
And
someone.
they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And you get a perfect, and it's still just
knocked away and incomplete.
Just nothing happens.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Down the field
and no
and see what
matter
happens.
what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this?
You know, I wasn't expecting Indy to be able to stop us.
No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to
never
get
know
on
what the fuck's
track
gonna
and
happen.
get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Madison running on first down, taken down at the 42.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got this to Williams, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
This one is not going to.
They'll go Madison up the middle.
No, maybe. No. Yeah. No.
The result here, a pickup of 8.
It worked.
Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace
What if
him.
they're going to make another college football game? I know they quit making for a while.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he's down to the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
If they're ever going to make another college game.
On the toss, Madison. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find the yardage. And that's exactly what he did. Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Ran the fuck over, but I tried
his headset, he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Interesting.
Looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Maybe worth it if it's halfway decent.
And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
It's good. It might be worth it.
Last time they had the football, he ran it in. That was his 7th rushing touchdown of the season. As they begin with
I think the last one that they made was actually pretty decent too. I can't remember though. It's been like 10 fucking years, 11 years, something like that. I don't remember when it came out.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison.
Oh my God, that man just got
run
fucking
on
flipped.
first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it,
7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Now second and 3. Another carry now for Madison. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
James is going to show us some wrecking ball footage. Yeah? Cool.
On the handoff, it's Madison. There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Ooh, there's a big bitch there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's
broken.
broken.
There's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn that for a first down.
And they'll get him down after a
James can sit here and yell at me how bad I am at defense.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
Should have had it. He didn't, but he should have.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
What the fuck my tight end's doing, just standing there doing
nothing.
nothing.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Big man came out of nowhere
Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There was no one there blocking. What the hell happened?
This play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
What? How the fuck was he not even there?
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half.
Oh, fucking heavens. What the fuck you doing to me, man? What the fuck? Yeah, we're winning. It's fine, but goddamn.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
A throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect.
Go up 13-0.
The Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I was thinking about picking that up when it went on sale. Just to try it. I figured by now they'd work out at least some of the bugs.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
You'd hope.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I don't know. You'd hope.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
I don't even know what the fuck happened.
They'll run the draw here with Swift.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Fake the goddamn ball instead of actually throwing it to the guy I wanted to throw it to.
I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
James is glad he passed on Starfield. Yeah? Yeah?
They'll set up a throw.
Jesus!
Oh,
get off your ass, fat boy!
Say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now this throw caught. Touchdown, Vikings! Mike Evans with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
I'm taking myself.
Good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
It didn't look fun to me.
He hit on the big one on that last drive. Touchdown pass number 50 on the season.
I plan on getting like the Game Pass sometime this year, maybe, hopefully. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe when I have it, I'll try it. But yeah,
they'll come out throwing here to start.
I don't plan on getting the Game Pass just to try it.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived.
I'm going to get Game Pass mainly just for fucking
and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Hopefully it's going to be on that. I think they said it was going to be on that, so.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He's open.
And this is caught by Williams.
Fucking corner just decided he wasn't going to move.
Down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for
Just
good
don't
yardage.
have time.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd and 9 now. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
So it will be on there?
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard,
that's what I thought. That's why I was thinking about picking it up.
Signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter.
I got to see what other games are on there. I went and checked a couple.
They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
There was a couple games on there that looked interesting, but not interesting enough for me to pick it up right now.
It's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 18-yard line. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
So you're not getting Forza, James, or are you? I'm confused.
They'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down.
Why are we doing this again? Why not just kick the fucking ball?
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball,
into so many
you got to start figuring out what these...
He got the job done on the ground on their previous drive with a touchdown run. And he'll start a new...
I'm not giving myself a concussion.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Vikings. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors.
I agree
That's
with
his
Travis.
second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking.
I'm banking on us having at least
now the Minnesota
4,
offense
maybe
set
5
to
of
take
us
over again. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of
that's what I'm banking on right now.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the
I
defensive
plan on
guys,
doing some nice,
why did you give it?
nice fun.
I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them,
race
have to get the
nights.
football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Where we do like
and he'll lose yardage here, back
like
at the
4-hour,
41.
5-hour fucking race.
It'll be
or
a
some
loss
shit.
of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get
Having
strung
fun.
out on the perimeter,
Doing
you're in
dumb
peril.
shit.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Oh, he had it.
Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before.
Pass
You're spending
interference.
more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Swift is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Do what it needs to do. It doesn't fucking matter.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. He'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mike Evans.
Love having that ability to start pulling a whole bunch of fucking people.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
But we also do dumbass challenges like, you know, go buy a fucking C-class car and upgrade it to maximum potential and keep it in C-class or no higher than B-class, and you gotta fuck around and do dumb shit. So as long as you have fun, you know?
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Drifting with the wheel and shit at some point.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle
Like
because
a
his
fucking
ability
Saturday
to
stream or a fucking Friday night stream or something of us just
and then go make it and finish it.
Open drift nighters and shit where we just sliding around the track having a great fucking time. These are the things I've been waiting for.
3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him.
3 straight fucking games I've thrown this ball fucking like ass.
And out now come the Vikings. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys.
We're winning, so it doesn't really matter. Fucking ground game is made up for all the fucking horrible throws I've made.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
Didn't have to
Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
This is Swift on the counter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high ends.
I think we'll have a great time when the new Forza drops and we actually have everyone hanging out and playing. Just gotta get there. That is the thing. We just gotta get there.
Played some good ball out there today, guys.
Do we do one more? Do we do week 14? We have the time. We have the time. I say we do week 14. How am I doing on yards? 46.76. So we're 1,000 yards from getting the record. We're 4 touchdowns from getting the record. $1,000 yards and 4 touchdowns. We have 4 games left. 5 games? 14, 15, 16, 4 or 5 games left.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
I don't know if I'll get
coming
another
up, we'll see
1,000
Justin
yards,
Jefferson. He's putting together one
it.
of the better seasons in league history. It's the Vikings and the Panthers coming up.
Yeah, that's the issue. I don't know if we're gonna get the yardage.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And we had an average over 200 a game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Michael Walker there to bring him down. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they,
We've
if you just look at this game, Charles, on
games.
paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
complete to Justin Jefferson.
Perfect
And
pass there,
taking it
baby.
across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And double juke. Holy shit.
Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 6-0 our score after 1.
James promises he'll give some good
Second quarter now from
quality
Minnesota. It's the Vikings
auto
in
racing.
possession of the football. 2nd down and 3.
Yeah.
As they've
I'm
got
gonna
it
hold
as
you
we
to it,
resume
James.
action.
I will hold you to that.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got this to Williams.
I will have to
complete.
trust whoever
And
fucks
they
racing
move
with
this
you because I
all
should
the
have
way
fucked
down
on
to the 9. A good
So I'll have to
pickup
trust
there,
them.
26 yards.
They say
The
it's
kicker
good and
fest so far, all points via
quality
field
and all that
goals.
good
They're
shit.
hoping to change that right here. Now a toss for Swift left side. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up
No, if I'm on
second and
controller,
goal.
I'll be right
Not a whole
with you
lot
guys,
there
but
on
if I'm
first
on the
and
wheel,
goal,
I
and
will
that's
be
what you're
nowhere near
looking
you
for
motherfuckers.
defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a
out
yard
there
or 2 in
zooming
this
on me.
situation.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Bitch, man. Come on.
Derek Brown in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with
Let's
a
see how
lot
many
of
times
green
we've been
between
sacked
them and the
this
end
fucking
zone.
season.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right.
I have a feeling it's been way too much.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw them start to scramble, my thought process...
I'm about to say, I know if this motherfucker misses the goddamn field goal.
That was his 9th rushing touchdown on the season. And they begin here on this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Oi!
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll look to throw here.
Damn it.
And that is incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker moving along.
Okay. Last few weeks, we're just getting the fucking close games now, huh? We're playing like shit.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Teams are actually rested right before coming into these games.
He was thinking on that carry, wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback
so bad,
quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that,
I'm about to break every fucking
down. Well done.
Season record. So we've damn near done it. Just falling apart.
Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Nifty move. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Leaning on the run a lot, too, which is good.
They'll look to throw.
Fuck.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter. Now they're a little further behind the 8 ball after the interception led to the touchdown. So
there's so much pressure. All right.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, good move. He did it again. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
It's just too much pressure on me. Trying to keep it perfect.
Once again, it's Swift. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
He'll look to throw. To Jefferson on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Ain't no fucking way you knew what the hell I was about to do there.
And it brings up second.
Wow. Okay.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They'll drop to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their mobile quarterback with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
Hey, you're down on the score.
Our defense can hold up.
But now
we're going to go play some fucking football.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense.
I don't think our defense is going to hold up for this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Fights through, and now a crease. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Oh, come on, let me move. Fuck.
They get there and take him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
Absolute bullshit.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
About to be done throwing at this motherfucker.
Now back to throw. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
That worked.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
If you're going to play quarterback in the
defense.
NFL, you've got to have great...
Come on, defense.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over
What are
here.
you doing, defense?
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flushed out right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Vikings have a chance to tie things
Why are
up
we
as they
set
trail by 2 here in the fourth.
Noah? Okay.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw.
Oh, fucking throw the ball, man.
Sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away.
Fuck.
And this remains a 2-point game. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense. And now out comes Minnesota. They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left.
Down the left sideline.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Well, now they'll shift things around.
Come on, come on. I don't even like this play, but whatever.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
It worked.
This is caught. Touchdown.
T.J. Hawkinson.
27 yards.
And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
yards on the ground here for Swift, and he's got a first down as well.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
You got to get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
Able to slither by. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Not a great fucking one to end on, but hey, he came back. So I guess that's good, right?
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be
now
the 8th play in the
saying,
drive.
The report was false. Really? Huh. So maybe he did, maybe he didn't get rated.
He'll drop to throw.
The world may never know.
But he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the...
Massive comeback to keep us perfect. Hoofda. Hoofty hoofda. He needs some actual reporting from a reliable source, right? Like, fuck me. I don't even know like any good fucking sources anymore. Most of them are ass anymore, so I have no clue. See. I would say look up like maybe look on like ESPN or something.
Way to come through, fellas. Let's get it.
See if anybody on there has any actual information on it. It'd probably be about your best source. So I would say would be probably your best one, but I don't even know. They could be fucking getting misinformation too. Alright. So next time we play, we'll be going into week 15 against the Lions. We have 4,901 passing yards and 54 touchdowns. So we have the chance of getting 56 touchdown passes. And we have the chance of getting the yards. We have a couple weeks left. We have the ability to do it. We have the ability. We just need this guy to calm himself down a little. Hit his fucking passes. We had 5 games, so yeah, we're going into our last 4. So we should be able to. That actually might have been one of our closest games. Yeah, other than the Bills. That was like our fucking closest game. Eh? We did struggle against the Bears week 1 too. I need more of these Tennessee games. 80-17. That's what I need. I need more of them. We ain't gonna get it though. We got... What did we do against the Lions last time? 62-21. We could probably do a good game against them. Yeah. These are the only 2 games I'm actually worried about. The Rams and the Eagles. So we got like 2 weeks out of the 4 that we have left that we'll probably get everything that we need. Which is good, But, yeah. Let's go ahead and turn that back down. And then do that. And, yeah. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. Thank you. I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe with more Madden. Maybe something else. I don't know yet. I don't know. Depends on how I feel. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow's what, Thursday? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure something out for tomorrow. But yeah, thanks guys for hanging out. Have a great rest of your day, your night, whatever. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, bye.